If you've been struggling with hip pain or tension or just really stiff hips, this is going to be the class for you. And we're going to focus on the connection that I see so many people missing is between our hips and our pelvic floor. We're going to work on some hip mobility and strengthening as well as different pelvic floor and core exercises. Go grab your mats and let's do this. Let's go ahead and get started on our backs. If you have that blocker pillow, bring that with you. And we're jumping right into it. So I'm gonna have you move those feet about mat distance apart. Just getting nice and heavy with your head and shoulders. Start with the gentle breaths. We're gonna let the legs go over towards the right-hand side. And notice what you feel in the hips, in the back, in the pelvis. We'll lift up and over towards the left-hand side. Notice the same thing. Is it different from side to side? Just working on some hip rotational moves, low back. Nice gentle breath in and out. You can go at your own pace. If it feels really good to just kind of linger and hold for a little bit, you can. Gentle breaths in, gentle breaths out. Nice job. Next time we come back up through center, we're going to hold it there. And we're going to go ahead and grab that block and place it underneath your right foot. Now you can do the same exact thing if you don't have the block. And you're going to move the block so it's just about the edge of your mat. So that right leg is at a 45-degree angle. And we're going to take the right leg and let the right leg fall in towards the middle and then rotate to the outside. Left leg can be straight or bent. We're just rotating right in and out. And notice if your right sit bone wants to come off the ground, trying to keep that side of your pelvis and your low back down. And it's okay if you roll to the inside of your foot, outer edge of your foot. Nice, gentle breaths in and out, exploring where you're feeling any tension or tightness. Gentle breath in and out. So there's so many different connections between our hip and our pelvic floor, especially one of them, this deep hip rotator muscle, our obturator internus, that attaches directly into our pelvic floor. Oftentimes that muscle can be tight and weak, and that's going to impact our pelvic floor as well. The movement at our hips impacts the movement at our pelvis, so that's another connection there. Nice, back up through towards center. And then just want to take the right knee, pull your right knee in towards your chest. So you can grab behind the back of your knee. You can also grab that outer edge of your foot and think of pulling the right knee down towards your right shoulder. Left leg can stay bent or can be bent, or you can keep it straight. Maybe you just gently rock from side to side and taking your breath and sending your breath all the way down, lengthening those pelvic floor muscles. And then exhale. Gently letting go. Creating a little movement if you'd like. The left leg can just kind of fall out towards the side. Nice gentle breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good, we'll take one more breath on this side. Exhale, let it go. We'll take that right foot, place your right foot back down on the block. We're going to scoot that in a little closer. Left foot is going to stay down, and you're going to have the arms resting by your side, thumbs facing up, and we're going to mostly use that right leg. On the exhale, press, lift your hips up, and then drop it back down. Exhale, push into the right foot, lift up. Now you can be toe tap, maybe the left leg is hovering, maybe it's on the ground, but we're really trying to use just the right leg, pressing those hips up and down. Think of lengthening the pelvis down. We don't want to tuck and curl and grip. It's driving that right foot straight down towards the ground, pressing up and coming back down. Nice, gentle breaths in and out, feeling the right glute. Neck and shoulders stay nice and soft. And you can also have your thumbs facing up. If you're not feeling it in the right glute, think of pressing the arms down into the ground. It's going to help activate our lat muscles to get that right glute firing up. Good for 3, 2, nice job. Last one. We'll lower everything all the way back down and just switch the block over towards the other side. And again, you can do the same thing without the block. We're bringing the block all the way to the outer edge of our mat. Right leg can be bent or straight. And we're gonna take the left leg. Me and my left and rights. Rotate the left leg in towards the middle, and we're trying to keep the left side of the pelvis down. Left leg rolls to the outer edge. Bring it in towards the middle. And then out, and noticing how does this left leg rotation in the hip move compared to the other side. Staying with the gentle breaths out to the side, front, back of that rib cage. Nice breath in, nice breath out. Left side of that pelvis stays down for 3, 2, nice job. Last one. Bring it back to center. We're gonna take the left leg, pull it in towards your chest so you can grab behind the back of the knee or the outer edge of that left foot, thinking of pulling the left knee down towards your shoulder. Right leg can be bent or straight. And just gently rocking, opening up the hips. We're sending the breath all the way down, lengthening those pelvic floor muscles. Gentle breath in, gentle breath out. Maybe you just hold some stillness. Gonna take one more breath in here. And then we're gonna take that left leg, place your left leg back down on the block, scooting the heel in towards your sit bone. Now the right leg just kind of unweighting, maybe up on your tiptoes or pulled in towards your chest. And we're gonna scoot the block in just a little bit. On the exhale, we're gonna push mainly into the left leg, lift those hips up, and then slowly bring it back down. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower down. If you want to get those arms going and you felt that engaging the lats helped the left glute or the right glute, go ahead and give that a try. And maybe you have a harder time on one side firing up the glutes compared to the other. Another trick you can do is as you're exhaling, imagine like you're blowing out candles. Press that left foot straight down into the block or the ground. Nice job. 3, 2, last one. Lower everything all the way back down. And then we're gonna grab hold of both those blocks. And if you don't have blocks, you'll imagine that you have them there. You could use pillows on your hands. I'm coming into a little core. You're going to take the blocks straight up towards the ceiling, or your palms up towards the ceiling. If you want to have a little grip on them, you can. We want to make sure that rib cage stays over our pelvis. Sometimes sneaking a pillow under your head and shoulders is helpful. I promise it's not cheating. You want to take your pelvis and make sure your pelvis isn't jammed, tucked, or a big arch through the back. Thinking palms lengthening towards the ceiling. Reach towards the sky, nice gentle breath in. Exhale, let it go. On the inhale, we're gonna take those arms, reach your arms overhead, but as you do, make sure that rib cage doesn't come up. We're gonna exhale, think of pulling the hands back down towards the knees. Blow out those candles. Arms still reaching towards the sky. Inhale, lift back overhead again. Exhale, blow out the candles, bring those arms down towards those thighs. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, pull it back down. Just feeling this gentle lifting up, pelvic floor, lower abdominals. And if you're not quite feeling it there, making some adjustment, maybe with the pelvis, maybe that pillow, maybe changing your breath a little. Thinking of the air as resistance as we're pulling the hands down. Now, if you want to add on, you can exhale, pull down, kick one leg out straight. Bring that back in. Maybe you exhale, kick the other leg out straight. Inhale, bring it back in. Just gently going from side to side. Adding on even more, you could always lift the legs up, tapping one down, and exhale, bringing back together. So many different options, but the main thing is making sure that you're feeling it in your core. So you can experiment with the different ones, but if you start to notice that everything's pushing, bulging out, you need to take it back a step. Nice work for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And we'll bring everything back down. Scoot those off towards the side, and we're going to come onto our left-hand side, propping yourself up onto that left forearm. Stack the hips, stack those shoulders. We're going to exhale, press, lift our hips, pinch the knees, and think of lifting your top ankle. Slowly lower everything back down. Exhale, press and lift, and back down. You could also play around with placing a pillow or a block in between your knees. Exhale, press and lift. So squeezing down into that as you lower back down. So this rotation and motion at the same time. This motion of bringing our top thigh inward is hitting that muscle that I talked about in the beginning, our obturator internus, that attaches onto our pelvic floor muscles. Make sure that you're not rotating down. Those shoulders stay stacked. Using your breath. Gentle squeeze of those thighs. Nice work. You've got 3, 2, last one. We'll lower everything back down, and then let's just switch over towards the other side. So pressing down into that right forearm. If you want to use the block, you can. You don't have to use the block. Stack the shoulders, stack those hips. Press into that right forearm. Exhale, press, lift the hips, and you're going to lift that top ankle up and then drop it down. But the movement is coming from the hip, that rotation inward. Gentle squeeze of the block, lifting up, and then drop it back down. Keep using your breath. Press into that right forearm. Nice job. We've got 3, 2, last one. Lower everything all the way back down. We're going to take the block and just place it at the front of the mat. Coming all the way up. Press into those palms in a tabletop. Lengthen through the crown of your head. You're going to take your right leg, send your right leg straight back behind. Press into the top of that left shin and float that leg towards the sky. You're going to peel your right hip open. Keep reaching through the back right foot like you're pushing it up against the wall. And then slowly drop your pelvis, the right side back down to the ground. Maybe the toes tap, maybe they don't. And then press into that left shin, peel your hips open towards the sky again. And slowly drop it back down. Nice and strong in those arms. You're lengthening out through the crown of your head. Keep pressing into those hands. Use your breath. Three, 2, last one. Now we're going to take the right leg, step that right leg forward. Think of sinking that right knee forward. Pull yourself comfy. Take the left hip, tuck that left hip underneath. Left arm reaches up overhead. So 2 options. We're gonna sink those knees forward, send the breath into the front of the left hip, exhale, twist over towards the right. So palms come to heart center, maybe elbow to knee, press the palms, rotate and twist. Take a nice gentle breath in. Exhale, let it go. Take another nice, gentle breath in. Keep sinking that right knee forward. Pull right shoulder blade towards your spine. Spin your chest a little more. Slowly bring it back through towards center. We'll curl your back toes underneath. Press and lift up. Inhale, bring both arms straight out in front. Right hip back, left hip forward. Take your right arm, reach your right arm up and back. Gentle twist over towards the right hand side. Left heel keeps pressing down towards the ground. Nice breath in. Exhale, twist. Good, one more breath in here. And then we're going to slowly unwind, spin both the feet to face the side, and gently hinge fold forward. So hands to those thighs, shins. They can come down towards the ground or on a block. You're thinking of lengthening out through that spine and lowering your chest down towards the ground a little more. Nice, gentle breath in. Exhale, sink your chest. Good, take one more gentle breath in here. Send the breath to those sit bones. Exhale, sink a little lower. We're going to keep walking the hands over towards the left hand side. Bend into that front knee. Pull yourself, come up, sweep those arms, lift up overhead. Take the left arm, reach the left arm back behind. Gentle twist over towards the side. Keep pressing that right heel down towards the ground. Nice breath in. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Slowly unwinding. We're going to take off over that front thigh, coming into your airplane. So the left leg does all the work. Maybe you toe tap, maybe you float and lift. Right leg pressing behind, palms face the ground, lengthen out through the crown of your head. Spread those toes, nice gentle breath in. Gentle breath out. And take one more breath in. Exhale, let it go. And slowly step it back. Spin back to face the front of your mat. We're going to lower that left knee down, and we're going to take the right shin, or right leg, kind of walk your right leg over towards the left. Lowering down, finding your pigeon pose. And it's okay for that right shin to sneak back behind. We're gonna grab hold of that block. Now, if this position, you're like, Melissa, not comfortable, you can totally come into a figure 4, taking that right ankle to your left knee. So either option. So trying to get those hips nice and even towards the ground, pressing down into that back left shin. Think of pulling yourself forward, opening through the front of your chest. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. We're going to push into the left hand. Take your right arm, reach your right arm up overhead. And then sweep that right arm underneath. Right arm peels, lift your chest open. And then sweep, come underneath. Good, push into that left hand one more time, spin your chest open. And then bring that back down. Good, both hands coming back down. Curl those back toes underneath. You can come into plank on your knees, plank on your toes. Lengthen out through the crown of your head. Nice breath in. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, pull yourself, lift up and back, little baby cobra. And then option, you can come into a child's pose. You can lift those hips up and back, down dog. Take 2 big breaths in here. Open mouth, exhale, really let it go. Awesome, one more nice big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Pull yourself, come forward, come back into that tabletop position. Lengthening through the crown of your head. Press down into the top of your right shin. Left leg is going to go back behind. You're going to take the left leg, float your left leg up, peel your hip open towards the sky, And then slowly lower that pelvis back down, maybe the toes tap. Reach, lift, lengthen, peel the hip open. And then slowly drop everything back down. Pressing into the right shin. So it shouldn't feel like it's pinchy or kind of dumping into your low back. You're lengthening out through that left thigh. Using your breath. Nice and strong in those hands. Lengthen out through the crown of your head. Three, 2, nice job. Last one. We're going to take that left knee, step your left leg forward. Pulling yourself, come up. Take the right hip, tuck the right hip underneath. Left hand comes to your hip. Right arm comes up overhead. We're going to take that right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Think of pressing the palms together, spinning your chest, or you can stay up and work on twisting. Still that left shoulder blade's coming towards your spine. We're driving the left foot down into the ground. Think of spreading those toes. Nice breath inside, front, back of the rib cage. Exhale, see if you can twist just a little more. Nice. Push that foot down, nice gentle breath in. Exhale, twist a little more. Good, one more breath in here. Slowly unwinding, we're gonna curl those back toes underneath. Press yourself, come up. And if you have to have a little shorter stance, that's okay. Left knee going forward, left sit bone going back. Hips are nice and even, take those arms straight out in front. Left arm is going to reach up and back behind, and we're thinking of taking those arms, reaching them opposite direction. Nice, gentle breath in. Exhale, twist a little more. Take another nice, gentle breath in. Exhale, twist a little more. We're going to pull yourself, come up, spin both feet to face the side. Hinge, fold forward, hands to your thighs, your shins, down towards the ground. Your head gets super heavy. Think of lengthening out through the spine. Nice, breath in. Exhale, let it go. Sink that chest down. Notice if one inner thigh is a little tighter than the other side. Take a nice, gentle breath in. Exhale, sink your chest down. And we'll slowly start to walk those hands over towards the right-hand side. Bend through the right knee, maybe having a little shorter stance. Push into that right foot. Pull yourself, come all the way up. Squaring the hips, so right sit bone reaching back, right knee lengthens forward, press through the back left heel, twist to face the right hand side, reach, lengthen, nice gentle breath in, and exhale, twist. Good. Nice gentle breath in. Exhale, twist. Good, we've got one more breath in here. Bring everything back through towards center. You're going to shift your weight forward, take off over that right leg, reach through the back heel, lengthen through the crown of your head, and spread those toes. We're not dumping into the low back, so still keeping rib cage over your pelvis. Maybe it's a toe tap. Maybe you're holding onto the wall, and that's okay. Whew. Maybe you're wobbling and losing your balance, and that's totally fine too. It's all practicing and noticing what you're feeling. Good for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly step back. We'll spin everything back to face the front. Lower down onto that right knee. We'll grab that block, place it in front. Right leg, left leg scoots over towards the right-hand side. And just setting yourself up for the pigeon, or you can come into that figure 4 pose. Trying to get those hips nice and even towards the ground. It doesn't matter about this front shin. You're going to think of pulling yourself, come forward with that chest. Nice breath in. Press down into the top of the right shin and take your left arm. Peel your left arm open towards the sky. And then take the left hand, reach underneath. Press, peel your chest open. Nice breath in. Exhale, sweep underneath. One more time, peel that chest, lift it open towards the sky. Exhale, sweep, come underneath. Nice, bring both hands back down towards the ground. Find your plank, whether you're on those knees, on your toes, lengthen out through the crown of your head. Slowly lower everything all the way down. Inhale, lift up and back. Nice gentle breath in. And then you can come into child's pose or down dog. 2 big breaths in here. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome, take one more big breath in here. Open mouth, exhale, let it out. You'll inhale. Wherever you're at, bring yourself, come forward, and just make your way down onto your back. Just getting nice and heavy. Lengthen out through those legs. Maybe you rotate your legs side to side. Maybe those arms come down by your side. And just take a breath in, noticing the hips, mobility that we worked on, opening up those hips, building some strength in our hips. We did some core strengthening exercise and really keep coming back to that connection. In the core and the pelvic floor and hips. And take one more breath in here. Super heavy. And when you're ready, gently start to slide one leg in and then the next. Making your way onto your side. Coming up, finding a comfortable seated position. We'll take a nice big cleansing breath in. Sweep those arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down towards heart center. Thanking your body for your practice today. Keep up the good work. Until next time.